People sometimes say to me in the comments, we love looking at the super yachts, but how about showing us something really affordable? Well, I'm at Sultan's Marina with Sultan's Brokerage, and I noticed they had this for sale, so I thought it'd be interesting to do a little film of this and show you what it's all about. Now, this is a Wellcraft 2400 Martinique. It's a 2000 boat, so it's not in its first flush of youth, but what it is a really economical way of getting on the water. I mean, we're talking here family car money. It's the sort of thing that is affordable to an awful lot of people, and as a first step onto the water, it's something you might want to consider because it does actually offer quite a lot. It's quite a smart looking boat, I think. You've got things like the curved windscreen on it and the integral bathing platform. It's got the bimini top on, as you can see, and this will infill. There are canopies that go all the way around this, so you can make this into a living space that's all enclosed if you want to, or you can take all this off and have the boat completely open like a sports boat. And if we head on right to the back, then we've got the bathing platform here. There's a ladder, as you can see, that flips over to get in and out of the water. That thing there, in case you're wondering, that is to put an auxiliary outboard on. So if you wanted a backup engine, you could pop it on there, and it gives you a get you home situation if you ever had a problem with the main engine. We'll step on board. It's actually quite a decent sized cockpit. They brought this seat all the way back, and that means you've got plenty of seating across here, around here, and then up through there. There's a leg there, or a socket I should say, for a leg, for a cockpit table, so you can sit out there and eat if you want to. And then this is the cockpit. It's all nice and level, which is nice because quite often on these sorts of boats you have a step up as you go forward. Loads of seating around here, so certainly 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 people, somebody here, a couple of people there. There's loads of space for people on it. And if you come back here, then we've got the helm over on this side. So Helm Seat here. This has got a lift bolster, so if you want to stand at the helm, you can do. And it's a nice, compact, manageable size. As I say, it's about 24 foot long. It might be a touch more with the bowsprit sticking out the front and so on. But they call it a 2400, so that's normally the nominal length. And then here we've got engine instrumentation. I'm guessing that's probably for a GPS navigation, something like that. There's a VHF radio on here as well. And that little fellow there is a kill cord, so you can put that around yourself. So if you were to fall away from the helm, it would cut the engine. It's less needed on this sort of boat compared to a speedboat, but nonetheless there it is. And if we head inside, as I say, considering it's quite a compact boat, as we go into here, the first thing you find is full headroom as you come in through the door. So this is quite nice. You can stand here, you've got a 1-burner hob, there's a microwave as well, fridge down underneath, and a little sink. So you've got somewhere you can stand and you can do a bit of cooking. And then the headroom drops because of course the cabin slopes down and the floor comes up slightly around this table. So it's sitting headroom here, but of course that's what you're doing there, you're sat down. There's an opening hatch up above, you've got lighting as you can see. This will actually drop down, you can see there's a ledge here, so that you can drop the table down, put an infill on there and make that into a sleeping area if you want to. But there is a separate sleeping area as well, which I'll show you in just a second. And then over here on this side then is the toilet, and a sink in there again, like so. And then if we sweep on around, there's a galley here which we just looked at, but then back here you see how this is sort of shaped around. You can see there is the seat across that. What that does is gives you headroom so that you can come round here, and there's a double bed in here. There we go, that goes back across the boat there, and that is the shape of that seating. So the floor for the cockpit is here, and then this is seating up above us and round here, so you've got a nice bit of headroom at the head end of the bed. It is sitting headroom, it's not standing headroom of course, but it does mean that you can put some bedding into there and leave that made up. You don't have to keep putting it up and down every time you want to use it for seating or sleeping. You're not having to convert it, you leave that as sleeping and the forward area as seating. Let's reverse back out of there and we'll come back out then into the cockpit. I'll show you the engine. That's back under the cockpit floor back here. So that lifts up. Now can I do this one-handed, because it's a bit of a two-handed job? Yes I can. I'll hold that like that, pull that one there, move that leg out of the way, and there we go. And what we've got in here is a petrol engine. It's I think I'm right in saying it's a 5.7 litre V8. So these are normally about 260 horsepower. I must admit I hadn't checked the spec before I came down, but I'm pretty certain that's what it is. And I'll put the Sultan's brokerage details in the description so you can have a look and check for yourself. I would have thought that sort of engine, this sort of boat, going to guess at about maybe 30 knots, somewhere around that sort of area. Cruising typically, well, you cruise these about 20 knots, that sort of speed, or drop them right back to displacement speeds if you want to go a bit slower and save a bit of fuel. But a nice simple engine. I think these are a GM block, in fact, so yeah, reasonably simple to work on if you've got a bit of mechanical knowledge, and all pretty straightforward. So there we go. Let's drop that one back down. There we go. Let's put that back there. And that's about it. It's a pretty swift tour because it's a pretty compact boat, but as an affordable way of getting on the water, that's pretty interesting, I think. Anyway, let me know what you think of that one in the comments. Huge thanks to Sultan's Brokerage for organising that tour. As I say, I'll put a link to those guys in the description. And huge thanks as ever to you all for watching. We'll catch you on another one of these very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.